Getting views has never been so easy on YouTube Shorts.
And this is exactly why.
You see, YouTube used to be run by a handful of people who would determine whether or not your content would get pushed out based on your swipe rate, retention, and trust score. And now, that is gone.
So then who's in control now? I am. I'm just kidding. It's
AI, specifically Google's AI called Gemini, which is owned by Google, which runs YouTube.
This may seem bad at first, but it's actually good news because instead of it being more gray area, it's more black and white of what we need to do as creators.
Because we used to reach for viral ideas, but now there are set things that guarantee you to go viral every single time and rise above the rest.
So the thing that Gemini is actually looking for is to just get as many comments as you physically can on your shorts.
Because what YouTube would have previously done is pick the video with the best retention, swipe, and trust score.
But now YouTube has added another metric that is most important to go viral every single time, which is the comment to view ratio. I'm gonna explain how to do this in just a second, but first I want to talk about the why.
YouTube, after years of research, found that comments keep people on the app longer than any other metric, which is what makes them the most money.
Because at the end of the day, YouTube's just a business, and the way they make the money is through ads by when people scroll through shorts. And what they found is that when people comment, they're more likely to look through other comments, meaning they stay on the platform longer, and they're more likely to look through other of your videos, scrolling more and more. Now, I don't know all the science behind why they're doing this, but what I do know is this.
YouTube doesn't care if a viewer is surprised, angry, confused, or even happy, as long as they comment.
That being said, don't throw away your retention and swipe rate for this. This is just an added factor like any other that'll push you out a lot. But since it's early on, if you can do it well, you'll get pushed out a lot really fast. And this is why many of the niches like the AI niche are doing so well, since people are just spamming in the comments, this is AI, and they're getting a bunch of comments and YouTube's pushing out even more.
But how do you actually go about getting people to comment on your videos? This is a little bit more difficult for faceless channels since you can't just flat out ask them to comment, but the best way to do it is to give them a reason to comment. Make your short funny, engaging, or even controversial so it'll entice people to say something.
The last thing I want to talk about real quick is actually why YouTube has been banning so many people recently.
Over the past 6 months, YouTube has banned over 7,000 creators. This is sad because many of them were unjustly banned and may have relied on this income.
And surprisingly for creators, it doesn't really have to do with picking the niche, but actually with the way you promote your channel. For example, you don't want to schedule uploads. Ideally, you want to just upload them public straight away every time, as well as the name of your channel. My old channel, Rank Machine, it kind of sounds like a bot name. What Gemini actually wants is just naming a channel like a real name, like John Davis or something like that. Just a random name that actually sounds like a real person. It'll increase your trust score. Because if your trust score drops below a certain point, then the AI will actually ban you when you go below that threshold.